get ready for a quick quest guide for the Enlightened Journey Quest, in which the main rewards for completing are 4,000 firemaking experience, 3,000 farming experience, 2,000 crafting experience, 1,500 woodcutting experience, a bomber jacket and cap cosmetic outfit, access to the balloon transport system, and 1 quest point. While there are no specific quest requirements for this quest, you will need to have at least 20 total quest points. In terms of skills, you'll also need 36 crafting, 30 farming, and 20 firemaking. Then when it comes to items, there's a lot that you'll need, including 3 papyrus, 1 ball of wool, 1 unlit candle, 1 red dye, 1 yellow dye, a tinderbox, a bowl, 1 sack of potatoes, which is called potatoes 10, and note that while this looks identical to an empty sack, it is not and has 10 potatoes inside. You'll also want 8 empty sacks, 10 silk, 12 willow branches, and at least 10 regular logs. Although I'd suggest having an extra 10 as backup for just in case your balloon flight fails. Know that for your starting quest loadout, you'll want your logs and willow branches to be banked and your empty sacks and silks to be unnoted. If you're unable to buy willow branches from the GE, then you'll need to use secateurs on a grown willow tree to obtain them, with the branches slowly replenishing over time after you cut them. While you will be given a willow sapling during the quest, if you go this route to obtain the branches, then you'll need to wait around 6 hours for this tree to grow and produce the 12 willow branches needed. In this case, you'll also need a rake and a spade to plant the willow tree, and secateurs to obtain the branches. When it comes to recommended items, you'll just want to be wearing some weight-reducing clothing. And in terms of teleports, bring along 1 charged Amulet of Glory, which you'll want to be wearing to save an inventory space. If you're growing the willow tree mid-quest, then you'll also want 1 Varrock teleport, which can be banked at the quest start. Note that this quest involves going to Entrana, so ensure that you have no weapons or armor on you, as they'll prevent you from being allowed to travel to the island. Now we're going to start out around the northeastern docks within Port Sarim next to the monks of Entrana. And in terms of items, you won't need your 10 regular logs and your 12 willow branches at the moment. You'll want everything else with you though, and to ensure that it's in physical form, not noted. Begin by ensuring you have no weapons or armor on you, depositing them in the deposit box nearby if needed, and then right-click on the Monk of Entrana and select Take Boat, which will see you travel to Entrana. After crossing the gangplank north, then run a little northwest whereby you'll find a sand pit. One at a time, use each of your empty sacks on the sand pit to turn them into sandbags. Once you have 8 sandbags, then go a tad north whereby you'll find a monk named Auguste. Talk to the monk and go through the chat with him before then selecting yes to officially start the Enlightened Journey Quest. Then just continue the chat until the balloon diagram pops up on screen before closing it. Now talk to Auguste once again and then select, yes, what's your point? Before continuing through the rest of the chat. When the chat ends, once again talk to Auguste and then select yes before continuing through the rest of the dialogue. After the chat finishes, use your papyrus with your ball of wool to create a balloon structure. And following this, use your unlit candle with the balloon structure to make an origami balloon. Then chat to Auguste, and after going through some dialogue, a cutscene will take place that you'll want to go through, continuing through the chat when required. After the cutscene ends, talk to Auguste and say, yes, I have them here, to hand over to him your 2 papyrus and your sack of 10 potatoes. This will lead to another cutscene where again the balloon takes flight and then goes up in flames. After the cutscene ends, chat to Auguste, who will ask for a heap of things and give you a sapling and a basket of 5 apples. Note that the sapling and apples are only needed if you're growing your own willow tree to obtain the willow branches. Now talk to Auguste once again and then say, yes, I want to give you some items. Afterwards select dye, and after handing it to him then select sandbags. Following some more chatter, select silk, and then finally afterwards select bowl before going through some more chatter, and when more chat options appear, just exit the chat. Following this, use your Amulet of Glory to teleport to Draenor Village before heading into the bank southwest, and it's time to bank. Now if you're not planting your willow sapling, then skip ahead to the time shown on screen. But for those who are planting your sapling to obtain willow branches, you'll want to keep your sapling and basket of apples on you, and then withdraw from your bank a rake, a spade, some secateurs, and 1 Varrock teleport. Then teleport to Varrock and run north and a little northeast to the tree patch. Afterwards rake the patch, and once it's clear of weeds, use your sapling on the patch to plant it. Afterwards, right-click on the gardener and select Pay before selecting Yes to pay him a basket of apples to keep the tree protected. Afterwards, go and do whatever you like for 5 hours while the willow tree grows before returning and checking its health. Note that you don't have to be logged in for the tree to grow. Once you've checked its health, then wait a further 30 minutes and afterwards use your secateurs on the tree 6 times to obtain 6 willow branches. Following this, wait a further 30 minutes and then use your secateurs on the tree another 6 times to obtain another 6 willow branches for 12 in total. Again, you don't have to be logged in for the branches to grow on the tree. Once you have 12 willow branches, just use your glory to teleport to Draenor Village and run southwest to the bank. Yes, it's time to bank. Okay, whether you grew a willow tree or not, we're all at the bank again. Here you can deposit the sapling and basket of apples if you still have them, and then withdraw 12 willow branches and 10 regular logs. Also ensure that your tinderbox remains on you as well. Following this, exit out of the bank and then run west to Port Sarum, using the underwall tunnel shortcut if you have 42 agility before returning to the monks of Entrana at the docks. Right-click on any of the monks and select Take Boat to travel to Entrana before crossing the gangplanks north and returning northwest back to Auguste. Firstly, use one of your willow branches on the basket and go through some dialogue, which will see a small cutscene take place whereby the hot air balloon is built. After this ends, talk to Auguste and simply say OK, and following this, select Take Logs from my inventory first. This will then open up a kind of minigame, whereby you'll use the balloon controls to guide your balloon safely across a series of 3 maps. Clicking the sandbags brings you up 2 and across 1. Clicking the logs brings you up 1 and across 1. Clicking relax brings you across 1. Clicking the brown rope brings you down 1 and across 1. And finally, clicking the red rope brings you down 2 and across 1. I would wait a short moment or so between each click just to make sure the movement has registered on the screen before continuing. Let's start with traversing across the first screen. You will want to begin by clicking the sandbag once. Following this, select to burn a log once, and next you will want to select relax 9 times in a row. Following this, pull the red rope once, afterwards select relax 2 times in a row, then select the brown rope once, and finally select relax 5 more times to progress to screen 2. After reaching screen 2, select to burn a log once, then select to relax once, and afterwards select to burn a log once. Then simply click to relax 10 times in a row. Following this, select to burn a log once, and finally select to relax 5 more times to progress to screen 3. After reaching screen 3, begin by clicking to relax 7 times in a row. Next, pull the red rope once. Following this, pull the brown rope once. Afterwards, select to relax 3 times in a row. Then select to burn a log once. And after this, select to relax 4 times in a row. Finally, pull the brown rope once to land and arrive safely in Taverley. After arriving, simply talk to Auguste and go through the chat before BAM! Quest complete. You'll be awarded 4,000 firemaking experience, 3,000 farming experience, 2,000 crafting experience, 1,500 woodcutting experience, a bomber jacket and cap cosmetic, access to the balloon transport system, and 1 quest point. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you in the next quest.